Hello, and welcome to my channel where we may be dazed, but we are not confused. We are going to do a Stargazer reading for the sign of Taurus. So the purpose of this reading is to take a look at what you can do to more closely align with the star that shines brightly within you. All right, we're going to use the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, and so without further ado, let's begin. So the wound that you are needing to kind of integrate and move past in order to more closely align with this light within you is the energy of maybe allowing your anger to get the best of you. You could be a person with a very fiery personality, very passionate about the things that you care for, very passionate about causes. However, this could have backfired in the form of you kind of lashing out and becoming aggressive towards other from a place of anger. This would be a very highly reactive way of responding to provocations or debates or disagreements or things that just kind of light your fire, basically. I feel as if this could have been, I'm picking up like a phoenix energy. So this could have been a transformation into this. You may not have always been this way, but maybe going through these deeply transformational situations and circumstances caused you to kind of take on the attributes of the fire. So as you're passing through fire, you started to take on these attributes of it, and you didn't really get a chance to balance and learn how to tame it and befriend it so it doesn't actually burn you. All right. And I feel like this could be kind of keeping you from aligning as closely as you can because you're not able to listen to or receive from spirit what it is that you should be doing if circumstances can pop up that cause you to become reactionary and to go into that space. It immediately drops you down and it kind of disconnects you just a little bit. Now, it's certainly possible to be passionate and fiery about something and still maintain your composure, but I feel like that's not what's happening because this is in the wounding. And with this being in the old wounding, I feel as if, like I said, you may have been subjected to a lot of fiery situations, or maybe you were subjected to people that were very angry and reactionary around you. It could have been parents. It could have been, significant people that were in your life from a young age, and this could have been something that you learned. And so as a result of that, it might be a little bit out of balance for you and causing you to not walk on your best and highest path because of the interactions you're having with people as a result. All right. So the story that you can let go of in order to help you to write a new story that will more closely align is to put down your sword and put it back in its scabbard, okay? So, I feel that this connects with this energy of being very reactive and passionate. I feel like you got this fire and sword energy where you pull that sword out and you're ready to cut down. When I see swords, I also kind of think of maybe some type of intellect, judgment also. And so you could be very critical and maybe tend to lean towards being judgmental of others and have the passion and energy to actually cut people and come for them in ways that can destroy relationships or cause people to not want to connect with you in ways that you might need them to in order to more closely align, because we need to align with our own soul. We need to align with our own destiny, but very seldom does that happen without us crossing paths with other people who are there to assist us and who we are also there to assist, because we're interacting and there's this intimate and platonic dance that happens between you that allows these different circumstances to play out in your life that set the stage for you to play out your destiny. And I feel as if you might be cutting people down where they stand, before they even get a chance to play a role. Okay. Like you might be overly critical or judging them before they get a chance to show you who they are. And then sometimes after they show you who they are, you cut them down and there's no room for the exchange. Okay. I'm seeing like someone being cut at the knees and like, just going in. Maybe even there's some connection with Achilles' heel, because I see like heels being slashed. And so that means something to someone. The mythology of that was that Achilles was strong everywhere, okay, in his body, because the gods took him by his heels, or one heel, when he was a baby or a child, and they dipped him in something. I don't know if it was gold or some kind of special serum that made him invincible and impervious to wounds. But the only part that didn't get dipped was the heel, because that's where he was held to get dipped in. And so the story was that was his weak point. And in battle, you couldn't beat him. He never lost. And somebody figured out that he had that sore spot, that weak spot, and they cut him there, and that's how he was defeated. So it could be that you're a person who looks intentionally for people's Achilles heels. Like they might be strong or passionate or good at something, and then you try to find that one thing that they're not good at, or that one thing that they have a weakness or flaw in, and you immediately go there and you cut them. All right. So it could be that. Vice versa, it could also be that you are a person who feels like you have a lot of things that you're very strong and passionate and stuff in, but you have this one spot that is your Achilles heel, and you feel as if you're constantly being triggered there. And that's the thing that kind of sets you off. It could be that as well, okay? It's more helpful in this case, with this card and what the guidance is, to put the blade to rest, not forever, not to say, well, I'm just going to put my sword down and never use it. It's saying it's better to put it down and allow the flames of your passion or anger or reactivity to pass, so that you can use your intention to use it to cut energetic cords to things that are not serving you, to use it to get rid of toxic relationships and things that are not serving you, to disconnect yourself from drama and situations and things that are not serving you. Basically, use your sword to serve you, as opposed to letting it or allowing it to destroy you. Okay? Because ultimately, if you are looking for people's Achilles heel in order to destroy them in some way, ultimately, you actually can end up doing the opposite and creating even more toxicity or even more disagreeable situations and circumstances as a result of that. And you might be thinking that you're trying to defend yourself and you're trying to banish these individuals or banish these situations, but what you're actually doing is you're calling them closer, because you're feeding them with this fire. And fire will consume everything it touches, so including you. And so there could even be an energy where people know this and they're using it against you. They're inciting a reaction from you because it feeds them. And it gives them the energy to move forward and do what it is that they need to do. Meanwhile, you get further and further off your path, more and more disconnected from shining in your highest light, so that you can be who you want to be, not who you're being provoked to be. Okay. So the wisdom that you can acquire here to also assist you in this is that of the medicine wheel. And this card has come up several times. But it's speaking to the need to take a look at the wounds that you have from the past that might be triggering you, taking a look at stories that you tell yourself that you need to let go of, so that you can, let go of relationships, circumstances, situations that are not actually helping you. And the thing is, they don't even have to be necessarily toxic. They can just be something that's not in alignment with what you're trying to move towards. And by taking some time to look at your old wounding, you can evaluate the role that's playing. Did this situation come or emanate from this space of wounding that I had? Is it helping me to get to the destiny that I would like to have? And if not, what do I need to do to let go of that? And so that's that wisdom that you have to acquire in order to transcend that or make some shifts in your life, so that you can come closer to this destiny. All right. The important thing here is to use this information that you see to give you a perspective on your life. It's not to judge yourself and cut yourself down, because if you tend to have that energy of being very judgmental or critical of others and how they are interacting with you or even in their own lives, you know, more than likely you are this way towards yourself as well. And you can be very harsh and judgmental on yourself. And I feel like this is saying to show yourself some compassion and mercy while doing this, and just use it as information that gives you a perspective, like a bird's eye view on your life, so that then you can kind of course correct or do things that are going to be more in alignment with what you're trying to do for yourself. Okay. And so the possible destiny that you can come into, should you heed this, is that you will be able to cool and calm yourself enough to clear out the energies that don't serve you, that are blocking you from coming into alignment with the star over your life. And then once you do that, then you can receive the information, receive the nudges, receive the energy that allows you to kind of move into the flow of what it is that you're doing. And then, as you're going through your life and going through situations and circumstances, you're not going to have this reactive response when things don't go your way, or when people come up against you, or someone comes to block you or to challenge you, or any of those things that we do go through in this life. It also allows you to be able to take a moment and clear out the misunderstandings that you may have with others. It allows you to be more of a listener than a talker, where you seek to kind of understand people as opposed to being understood. It allows you to not have this passionate need to be right in a situation. And when you do this, you might be surprised at how well things go for you, and how you can steer things in the direction that you need them to go to be of service to all people. All right. So with the medicine wheel, I'm almost seeing like a car. It's like you're driving a car and you're driving it from a place of healing, a place of moving yourself into a direction that's going to serve you, as opposed to allowing someone else to come snatch the wheel and drive you off a cliff or wreck your situation or do something because of reactionary stuff, or because of not being able to see the bigger picture and remove their impact and influence in your life, so that if they want to be the kind of people who are going to do that to themselves, or they're going to wreck their own stuff or cause problems, they can't just come and snatch control of your vehicle, which is your body, your vessel, the body that you're traveling in this world, that is taking you to your destination, the one that you're journeying in. I feel like this is about taking control of your life and not allowing people to come in either through provocation or through trying to create drama and unnecessary toxicity for you in order to steer you off course. Okay? This is about taking back control of your own vehicle and allowing yourself to go to the destination that is of your highest and most possible good. Okay. All right. So Taurus, that is what I have for you. I hope that this was helpful for you and that it gave you a little bit of insight. Thank you for joining me on this channel, where we may be days, but we are not confused. And until the next video, bye-bye.